guys, Zueljin here, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Quest Builders 2. Look what I discovered that you can do. You can make multiple items at one time. You can actually put 9 of each quantity in at a time. I made a few of these little altars because I was like, man, this is gonna take long if I need to add some serious stuff. But look, place, and bam, it starts smelting all of them, which I thought was pretty neat. It just saves a little bit on efficiency while you're making stuff. Anyway, we have pretty much everything that we needed. We already got the blueprint finished, so let's exactly see what our buddy wants here. Noah says, blueprint complete. Quantum gratitude circuits activated. Thank you, Zueljin. Color exquisite form, ditto architectural style. Future Hargonian. It is magnificent. But by my calculations suggests a flaw in the design. Is the shelter really finished? Your sensors must be gunked with goo, Noah. As far as I can tell, this place looks great. The shelter's appearance is not the problem. I calculate the holding's capacity is too low to rescue many monsters. Furthermore, recent aura field readings indicate that Zueljin has a far greater aptitude for building than this simple shelter would suggest. So you critiquing me? We have much more work to do if we want to save all our monstrous comrades. I hope you will continue to assist us. So in other words, make it bigger. When Noah said the shelter was a splodge on the small side, I think he was right. We won't fit many monsters in there. I'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fine for slimes like me. We can squidge into the tightest spaces, but not all monsters can do that. I really need something bigger. Oh, we really need something bigger. But would you be able to build a humongous shelter all by yourself? It's a big ask for one Gooman. What? You normally bash a bell to bring people in, and they goo off and do all the building for you? That's genius. If we had a few more friends to help out with the building work, maybe a bigger shelter would be as oozy as pie. Oh, but there aren't any bells around here. How are we going to do this? I can make it. I can make the bell. Ho ho ho! What is the matter, Zueljin? This little problem shouldn't stump someone like you. If you don't have it, build it. Isn't that the nitty-gritty of being a builder? I left something very important behind for you. Remember? Rack your brain and see if you can't figure out a way to put it to use. What's that? What's the splatter, Zueljin? Are you trying to work out how to build a bell? If you do figure out how to build it, I think it would go very nicely in front of the shelter. Uh-huh. We have the ingredients to build it, too. A builder's bell. Alright, so I just have to build it here. So let's go and check out exactly what we need for this. And to build a builder's bell, we will need nothing. We got it all. The builder's soul, stone, and wood. Easy. All too easy. That's a Mortal Kombat reference. Old school Mortal Kombat. Okay. Bam. And now we just place it, man. Now we just place it. Placing our very own builder's bell, y'all. Is that the builder's bell? It's not as gruesome as I imagined. In fact, it's rather lovely. Hey everyone, look at this. Zueljin made something super duper for us. He gets so excited. I like him. Warning, high levels of building energy detected. This profane idol sullies the unholy haven of the Hargon. How did I allow this to happen? Super, a bell. So, what are we supposed to do with it? Sometimes it kills me, man. His freaking... Oh, his lisping. Well, what are you waiting for? Give that builder's bell a great big clang, and it'll splatteract friends from far and wide, right? Then all we can do to make the shelter even more enormous is ride out Goomsday together. That's easier said than done. The monsters around here will all thunch the porth of the children of Hargon. Will never persuade them to build. Collating possible scenarios. Chances of attracting monsters maximal. Chances of monsters will begin building minimal. I can't see anyone wanting to help out. But ever heard of the monster building anyway? Just because we haven't before doesn't mean we can't start anything now. No, start now. Anything a Gooman can do, we can do better. So I guess I just smack it now. When the sound of that bell echoes in the air, monsters will come from miles around to see what's going on, right? Grimville and Noah said they don't seem to think that it will work, but you never know unless we give it a go. What's that? It always worked with Goomans, but never tried it with monsters before? Well, Goomans and monsters are very different. There's no telling what might go down. But we can't let it slop us. When they hear about the shelter, I'm sure the monsters will agree to help. But don't forget, some of them might be glued up where we might find your friend. So go on, Zueljin. Ring the bell. Okay. Here we go. Rallying the monsters from miles around. Hopefully, the arms of destruction don't come out and just destroy this thing. Base level 1. A few monsters awaken to the benefits of building. Haha! More Lithpers! Population of Zueljin's base just got a little bigger. I learned how to do some stuff. A load of new recipes. We got shiny spaceship walls, spaceship capital, spaceship foundations, peculiar pillars, ramps, viewing domes, connecting couches, storage bays, pipes, bent pipes, joint pipes, and cross pipes. What a glorious sound. I can see where this is going. We're actually making freaking spaceship. It's so good. And look, some monsters have heard of it and moosied on over. It works, Zueljin. New inventions detected. Now you can build shiny spaceship walls and ramps and viewing domes. Sounds great. Not that I understand anything about construction materials, mind you. I'm getting a strange feeling in my goose axe, Zueljin. I think I want to help you build these things. Building impulse drive initiated. I never knew such a component was installed. I will help build too. Me and Noah can feel it, but what about Grimville and Helen? Are you two getting the splurge to build too? I can't say I am. How strange. Nothing of the sort stirs within me. Well, not to worry. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Anyways, Zueljin, let's go and greet the new arrivals. They might know something about your pal. I would kill to have this whole scenario voice acted by professionals. Can you imagine how funny it would sound? We heard a strange, scary sound coming from somewhere near here. What's going on? Greetings, friend. No need to be nervous. Zueljin's here a builder. He's making a shelter to keep us safe when Doomsday arrives. Did you say he's a builder? The sworn enemy of the children? I never disobey Hargon's teachings. Look, you don't have to become his best friend. All we're saying is that you can save us. He can save us till Doomsday rolls around. You don't want to die, do you? Of course not. But what does Helen have to say about this? You'll have hell to pay when she finds out what's going on here. What are you staring at, human? Have you something you want to say to me? Go on, spit it out. My keyboard's already wet. Have I seen your friend Mauroff? No, I've never heard the name in my life. What makes you think your friend would even be in the first place? Here in the first place? And anyway, Valhalla is huge and full of vortexes. Even if you knew where he was, you wouldn't be able to get him in time on those Gooman legs of yours. What should we do instead then? You could ride on my back, but I don't think that would be any slicker than walking. Mauroff location failed. Recalculating Mauroff location procedure. Error. Not enough information. Must expand dataset. 5 more monsters take up residence in the Haven of Hargon. Now this is something else, y'all. Oh, man. I wasn't sure if ringing a bell was going to work, but it did. I'm ready to help build a shelter. Might it take a little slime until Greenville and Helen feel the same? After all, this place is going to save us when Doomsday comes. It's for our own good. Why don't they get that? I'm Thor Aeropothel. I don't dislike Zueljin. And I think building is a great thing. Honestly, I do. It's just... we're mustard. Not only that, we're members of the Children of Argon. I can't disobey the High Priestess' teachings, though, easily. But... Engaging empathy protocols. Understand how you feel, Aeropostal, but everyone has their own beliefs. We must respect that. I know, but... Alright. So... Hello, Zueljin. We have succeeded in bringing more monsters. Even more will be coming. We must expand our shelter to fit everyone in. But we'll need the help of enormous shelter to rescue all the monsters. I don't think the three of us can do it alone. Affirmative. We cannot succeed alone. If we cannot force the others to work, if they do not want to. But one cannot crash before one has booted up. Let's draw up a design and worry about building it later. We need a new blueprint, Zueljin. Build upon the last one and make it bigger and better than ever. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good bit bigger. Dang. A lot bigger, actually. The arc understructure blueprint. I like it. I like it. It's an arc. Alright, we need a lot of iron, which is not really a problem because we can get it from the materials. Citadel walls is easy. Spaceship stuff is pretty easy. Ramps, I don't know what the ramps are made of, honestly. And pipes, I imagine. A lot of this stuff is probably iron. Made another blueprint, and it's even bigger than the last one. Does not compute. Are you sure this blueprint is for shelter? Haha. Negative. It's for an ark, a vehicle we could use to escape from Valhalla. This thing is absolutely enormous. It's amazing. Still does not compute. A vessel on the blueprint seems incapable of flight. Perhaps you've made an error. The blueprint is not finished. You intend to calculate how to finish the ark as we build it? You figure out how to finish as we go? I can't wait to see how it turns out. In that case, calculation computes. Allow me to assist you, generating progress percentage program. Alright. Enough passenger capacity for all the monsters. Probability of surviving Doomsday without escape craft 0. Probability of surviving Doomsday with escape craft unknown. Conclusion, build escape craft. Additional advantage, building the ark will attract monsters. Monsters may supply data about your friend. Malroll triangulation probability increased. Uh-oh. What have you done this time, Aeropostal? I didn't do anything. I don't even know what's going on. It's an arm. Or it's a vortex. Gravitational field detect, whatever the word is, the mass of Valhalla is decreasing at an accelerated rate. Sheesh. Doomsday draws near. This is merely a taste of the Master of Destruction's grand machinations. Are you saying that the real thing will be much worse? Elevated readings and fear senses. We must complete the arc. There is not a moment to lose. Oof. That was pretty loud. As our days of deliverance approaches, I expect we will see an increase in such tremors. Zueljin, Aeropothel, listen. I've decided that I don't really feel like being destroyed. I think I will help you construct the ark after all. Yay! We don't want to die either. We'll help you to build the ark too. So you have all turned your backs on the Master. Helen, you say that destruction will bring us salvation, but is truly what you believe? Zueljin is a builder, the enemy of our order, but in trying to save us, he has destroyed something more valuable than our physical forms. He has destroyed the Children of Hargon's fundamental principles. Perhaps he is the only true believer among us. I never thought of it like that. In light of this revelation, it must be Horgon's will that I help Zueljin to build the Ark. And if truth be told, I do not wish to die either. Yay! Everybody's on board. This is great news. If we all work together, we'll have the Ark built and no slime at all. Calculations confirmed. Let us begin construction. Yeah, baby. I got my team together now. It's kind of ragtag, but Zueljin and I have decided to fully cooperate in your quest to build the Ark. There's no turning back now. However, as I am sure you can imagine, I have no building experience, nor an iota of knowledge about it. Tell me what might one require to get started. A workbench on which to build a receptacle in which to store one's creations, to have determined precisely where upon the blueprint to place these items, have you not? In that case, promptly put a storage bay and an infernal workbench in their proper places. Okay, so I do have the workbench over here. I'll just grab this too. And all I need to do is place maybe one in front of that. There we go. That's one half of it. And now we build a... What do we need to build? The storage bay, yeah? And the storage bay is built... I don't see him. There it is. Okay. And now we just set it down right there. And the workplace is prepared now. So you have the storage receptacle and workstation in place? I see. So all you need to do is build the items indicated on the blueprint and place them in the storage bay, and the other monsters and I can build the Ark, coordinating to your designs. Zueljin, I'm sure you're aware not, but warping and flying by magical means are not permitted here in Valhalla. I know not why, but it seems the Master of Destruction's power suppresses certain magics. This is the great hindrance if one wishes to travel far and wide. This will surely prove problematic in the search for your friend. You would do well to produce yourself some more worldly means of propulsion. Now, speaking of this friend you claim to have, you seem convinced that he and the Master of Destruction are one and the same. Perchance you have met with the almighty Horgon himself? Yes. I thought as much. Then you will know that this world and everything contained in it is naught but an illusion. All but yourself, of course. This is not your world, and you do not belong here. There is a precious few in this world who know its secret, and even fewer who have come from the world outside. I never dreamed that I might meet one such as you. But I'm glad I did. Aww. Sorry if I was less enthusiastic about building before. Grim feels hilarious. I realized we don't have time to sit around twiddling our thumbs. We must finish the Ark and save our thing. Our skins? There's just one small problem. None of these monsters have ever built anything before. We don't know where to start. You'll fill the storage bay with the construction materials, and all we do is put them in each proper place on the blueprint? Well then, if you stick 50 blocks of spaceship wall and 50 iron blocks in the storage bay, we can begin. All you need is raw materials, and just drop them in the Master of Deconstruction, the Forbidden Altar. Sheesh. Okay. So, let's see what I need here. First, let's take out the stuff that I know I don't need for now. Okay. And let's see what we can build based on what we already have. We need that many of those. We need that many of those. No, we don't need any of those, actually. Beautiful. Okay. And we need a bunch of these. 62. Wow. Bruh, get off of that thing. You might get hurt up there. Alright, into the storage bay, we stow the ramps and the spaceship parts. I love the sound effect of this thing. It's straight out of a sci-fi movie, man. Alright, I can't wait to see this spaceship fly either. This is gonna be cool. Alright, now everything is produced, and except for a couple of doors and a few materials, but I have those cooking in the back. Have you put the block I asked for in the storage bay? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to make so many. All that's left for us to start building. They might have the very first monsters to ever build. You know, there's something very odd about you, Zueljin. I think you have some kind of mysterious power. I mean, we're the monsters, members of the Children of Horgon, vigorous opponents of the building. Yet, here we are, about to construct this ark. If I didn't believe you earlier, I certainly do now. You must be friends with the Master of Destruction. Alright. Well, Zueljin, everything set up for us to finally start work on the ark. We monsters might not be able to make any items. That's your job, but we can certainly place them on a blueprint. If it looks like we're running low on anything, just rustle up some more, place and place it in the storage bay. And if we're short on the material, just bring back some of the master's scales, horns, and cloth. Stick them in the forbidden altar and Bob's your uncle. You can sit back and leave the rest to us. The ark will be ready soon enough. Good. And that's basically what we're waiting on now. So let's grab what we can from here. Beautiful. And just in case, I know we're gonna end up needing some more, so I'm just going to place what we can here, place what we can here, and I might have to go and actually grab some later. We'll place these as well. Alright, perfect. And there's still a few more materials that we'll need too. Look at them go, man. The monsters are getting it. Alright, we needed more iron blocks. You know it's gonna have to get bigger than this, y'all. You know it. And we need 2 doors. And I think that's it, except for some of the pipes and stuff that we'll need. So let's stow these, and let's open this. The pipe should be the only thing that we really need left. Stow, stow, and stow. And that's gonna be like 100% of the materials, I'm pretty sure. So, when we come back, guys, this thing should be built next episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. If you did, give me some dap on that like button to show your support. And you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.